There's something about building paths that I just find very therapeutic. I did a lot of this on stream actually, and it was just fun. It was pretty relaxing to just kind of listen to music and talk with chat while we build a little road here that connects our area from like our enchanting area and stuff like that all the way to the village. As you can see, the blacksmith all the way over there. So now we have the option to walk, or in our case, drive our horse over to the village, as well as, you know, take the minecart, the railway. That's kind of what I had been doing for the longest, but sometimes it's nice to kind of just be on the ground and just drive over here. I'm actually coming over here though because I did receive a comment on the last episode from Neon Viking, and it was actually him and his wife noticed that we had the iron golems that came over to Bleakman's funeral, and they actually decided to name the golems, which I thought was super cool. So this guy right over here is Blue, and that's spelled BL.00. And then our other iron golem that's named is currently talking to the wandering trader, it seems like. Alright, let's see. This guy's name is BL.17-2, and that just translates to Blitz. So we've got Blitz and Blue. Alright, nothing good from that guy. But yeah, these guys are actually already named because I got a new computer and I messed up my first recording, and so this is my second time recording the intro. Whoops. And along with getting a new computer, we're finally on the new Minecraft update. So we're on 1.21.5 now. And I kind of want to go out and do a little bit of exploring in like the new areas. Try and get some of those new like shrubs and firefly bushes and like the little wildflowers and things like that. Just some of those little decorative items. I think we might be able to use some of those in what I've got kind of planned today. So before I go exploring, I usually like to bring a little bundle. And yeah, we've got a little empty bundle here. I'm also going to go on ahead and grab some bones. Might take a little bit more, maybe 45 bones and a bundle. I think I had some leads in here too, actually. We'll take those with us. We'll just take 4 leads. And we're looking good on food too. We've got 62 steak. I think that should be enough. So I'm going to grab my trusty companion here, Cilantro, as well as my trusty steed. We were kind of thinking about like deciding a name on this guy. I don't know yet. Haven't really gotten like a 100% choice, but we're gonna head over this way. I think in kind of like this direction. We haven't really explored too much, so over there, hopefully we should be able to find some pretty new chunks. Whoa, this is a weird looking village. Hey, come here. Gotcha, there we go. Well, it appears we found a village here. I was actually just looking for a desert, And yeah, we stumbled upon this village here. The main thing I wanted to find in the desert was actually this right here, this new dried grass, and it's got a couple of variants, right? Short, tall. Is it just short and tall? Maybe it's only two. I don't know. But we've got a lot of good stuff now. I mean, look, there's even camels here. Maybe we'll bring a camel back home. There's a blacksmith over here too, actually. What do we have for the loot? Some obsidian, that's nice. And wait, they can have bundles now. That's cool. I didn't know the villagers could have bundles. Alright, a quick little nap. But yeah, here we are in the desert. Oh yeah, cactus flower. That's another new thing that we should get from inside of here. So I did want to do a little bit of testing. I brought some bones with me, like you guys saw. So we got some bone meal here. And okay, so you can't just bone meal the sand, but I'm pretty sure now, yeah. So this used to like not be a thing in Java. Like, you used to not be able to like bone meal grass and stuff. But I'm pretty sure that's like always been a thing in Bedrock. But it's kind of cool to see some of the parity going on between the two. Obviously, it is such a nice thing when you can just kind of bone meal whatever block you want. Like these dried bushes or whatever they're called. If we could bone meal these, oh man, that would be a game changer. Oh, okay, that's I guess you kind of got to be a little bit careful when you're trying to get the cactus flowers. If they just pop off and then land on top of the cactus, it'll just despawn. Is this a massive mesa coming up ahead? I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's terracotta. Wow, dude, this is crazy. Okay, I'm pretty sure I said it before, like in a different series or something like that, but Mojang has done some crazy stuff with the biomes, sort of like they kind of all follow like a rule with the temperature now. So oftentimes now you'll see hotter biomes that lead, or like warmer biomes that lead to hotter biomes and vice versa. Back in the day, it used to be there were no rules like that or anything. So you could have deserts like this, and they would just butt up right next to a snowy biome. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see the different things. This it makes it a little bit easier to sort of track down the biomes that you're looking for as well. I mean, there's not really anything that I need from the mesa here. I just saw it in the distance, this big mountain. I kind of wanted to come take a look, just in case. You never know. Maybe one day we'll need a bunch of terracotta. Yeah, I mean, this just looks crazy. It's cool to just kind of like get up top and just take in the view, you know, see what kind of world you're generating here. Like we've got shipwreck all the way out there. Looks like a coral reef all the way out there. I don't know. It's cool, but I'm getting a little bit distracted here. We did get a bunch of stuff. I'm sure you saw in the cinematics. We got a bunch of good stuff here. So some jungle stuff, fireflies, flowers, bushes, and cactus flowers now. That's cool. But I'm gonna make my way back now, I think. I've got to go traverse the desert again, get back to the village, because that's where our boat is, and, you know, our mobs and stuff. So we got to go pick up the squad, and then probably head back home and do a little bit of farming. I kind of have an idea of something that I want to do. Oh, check this out. Okay, no, we can't get distracted. There's a mine shaft here, though. We'll make a note of that. I'm back home, and I've just been sorting out my inventory and rearranging everything. And I went in third person, and I don't know what is going on. I'm assuming this is fresh animations, probably. But my bird just, I don't I don't know what is going on. Okay, there we go. You sit right there. Hey, okay, by this guy. Oh god. And sit. Okay. So, yeah, we did get a bird during our little trip. We've got extra name tags, and when I was driving home, I was thinking of a good name for him. And I have decided to name him Twiggy. It was between like twig or branch, and then I was like, you know, and like having a name that ends in a Y is always really cute. So, yeah, this is our new friend, Twiggy. He's a little bit of a strange guy, especially when he sits on your shoulder. I don't know what that is. I've got an inventory now full of redstone and some redstone ingredients and stuff like that. There's one thing that I am missing, actually, and it's a bow. I need a bow for a dispenser. And as you can see, it's currently daytime. So where in the world am I going to get some string? Well, let me show you that. Hold on. We'll leave Twiggy here. Okay, sit. Sit. Twiggy, sit. Sit. Alright. Over here by the enchanting tower, you can see that's where we are. We've got a little ravine right over here. And if we head all the way down, we enter into a little room here. This is actually our spider farm. It's a little dark. We'll put this torch in our offhand to see a little bit. So yeah, we've got a spider spawner. But if you look to the right, what is this? Another spider spawner? No, this is a cave spider spawner. So let me show you guys this. I actually did this on stream. So I found this mine shaft in the last episode. And yeah, I found the regular spider spawner. And literally right next to it is the cave spider spawner. It's so crazy. It's like so crazy how close it is. So yeah, we'll be able to sort of farm both spider spawner and the cave spider spawner. I have a Bane of Arthropod sword. I forgot to bring it back down. But yeah, we can farm both of them at the same time and collect up a bunch of string, all the string that we'll ever need, really. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this because, I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool whenever you see like two spider spawners or two leg spawners that you can sort of link up and throw them together and stuff like that. It actually took quite a long time on stream. It took like 4 hours figuring this out. And I didn't really watch any tutorials or anything. I just kind of had chat helping me out a little bit. Like, they taught me this little trick with the trap doors. I had no idea spiders couldn't climb up the walls if you had trap doors. Now that we can make bows, we have a dispenser. So we do want to do a little bit of farming now that we have our grass, our firefly bushes, whatever, all these new items, right? And I've been thinking of a way that we can sort of farm this in a really easy way, I think. I'm hoping it's easy. Like, I'm not the best at redstone, but I think I know enough of how to do this. I mean, I'm pretty sure it might just be that simple. Let's just put a firefly bush here for now. And some more bone meal. Let's just load up this dispenser here real quick. And then, if I take this torch, I think I could just break it fast in place. Oh. Nope, it only triggered once. Okay, how do I make the loop? Oh, there we go. I just didn't do it fast enough. So now we have a clock. And I can just kind of sit here and punch them out. But another thing that we can do, actually, make it a little bit more consistent. Couple of blocks there. Boom. And then we can just interchange them with our normal bushes, I believe. Oh, I need shears. And it's just that easy. Look at that. Simple farm. We don't have to like do anything crazy. You can just sit here every couple of seconds. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, that's enough farming for now. I'm definitely going to use this to farm up all of our foliage for today's build. Which, as a matter of fact, how about we go talk about that? We're going to head over towards this mountain here, this little hill, I guess. So this area should feel pretty familiar to you guys. This is actually where we found our first nether portal. It was just the natural spawning nether portal. And we also have our very first berry bush from the first episode, or the first night of this series. But yeah, that's the nether portal that we've been using. I've actually only used it once, actually. But today, that's going to change. We're going to be going a little bit deeper into the nether and hopefully getting some blaze rods and stuff. But before we can go to the nether, we're going to do our project for this episode. And it's not really a build per se. Kind of more considering it like an environment that we're building. So we're going to be building like an area for our nether portal. And you can see I kind of already started to place some dirt here to kind of map out a shape. I'm actually taking a lot of inspiration from one of the scenes in a Minecraft movie. The nether portal that Steve kind of goes into, it's almost in like a little bit of a sort of crater or a bowl sort of thing. Like you can see Steve kind of has to step up above some stones and then come back down in order to get to the nether portal. So we kind of already have a little bit of a natural sort of mound here, where we kind of have to step up and then come back down on this side. I'm kind of thinking we could put our portal like somewhere in the center of this little crater here. Obviously, it's just dirt for now. And then we've got a lot of these gray blocks, a lot of stone and stuff like that. In the movie, it's actually pretty much just all gray, and then there's like a lot of greenery and a lot of like overgrown sort of feeling to it. Um, so we'll probably do something like that. This is kind of be our block palette here. We're just going to make it very stony and very overgrown. But I think that's going to be the plan, and it sounds like I've got a decent amount of work cut out ahead of me. We're probably going to need to get a lot more stone if I'm going to make this whole area kind of pretty stone heavy, I think. So I'm going to get to work, and yeah, let's go on ahead and get our environment created for another portal here. Alright, let's check this out. So I'm really happy with how it came together. As you guys know, I took a lot of inspiration from the scene in the Minecraft movie, and I actually had it on my other monitor while I was building, and kind of the more I looked at it, I started to see almost like weird arch shapes and just like I don't know, shapes in the background that kind of looked sort of like there was a structure or like remnants of a structure. So I kind of took that idea, and as you can see, we built up just some little ruins around the area. And you know, of course, we made them all overgrown with some bamboo, some string on top so that it doesn't grow too high, you know. Lots of vines and everything. And yeah, I'm really big fan of this new dried grass and the firefly bushes, of course. But I'm a big fan of this whole like overgrown sort of feel to it. You know, we got bushes and stuff here. But we can climb up on top of these ruins, and you get a little bit of a better idea here. I even sprinkled in like some of the pale moss, and you can actually put foliage on top of it. So you can see like even right here, we've got like a green blade of grass, almost like it's kind of growing through the cement, kind of like nature sort of reclaiming it a little bit. It looks like the sun has set, so obviously we do have a bunch of firefly bushes in this area, and I think at night it really shines. We don't have like real lighting here. We don't have any torches or anything like that. You could probably like hide some underneath like some of the carpet or whatever, but then you kind of get that artificial lighting sort of feel. But yeah, I mean, just the fireflies alone, like seeing the little particles kind of like flutter around here. I don't know. It's pretty cool, and the sounds it makes as well. Oh, you see, this is what I'm talking about. You get this sort of like artificial lighting. That's because I didn't use like full slabs. Eh, kind of fixed it right there. All right, let's go to bed though. I don't want to get blown up by another creeper. But as we stated, this is supposed to be a build for our Nether portal. So we obviously don't have a Nether portal here. So I want to kind of come in with some obsidian now. Okay, I'm kind of thinking I went maybe one block too high. We'll probably be at this height instead, and then I'll clean up that top layer. And since this area was pretty heavily inspired from the movie, I think if we sort of try to recreate the sort of portal that they had in the movie, it'll sort of emphasize that our inspiration was actually from the movie. And I had this idea to throw in some candles here to kind of break up the sort of a blocky shape. So maybe we'll just throw in a few candles here. Yeah, we'll just do 3 here and then maybe 2 here. I don't know how much this will actually do. You know what? Maybe we could put 1 here and 1 here. Okay, I tried removing the ones on the corner. It looks a little silly in my opinion. We'll put those back. And yeah, I put 4 candles on like every point. And I think that was a good move. Got rid of the ones in the center there. And I like that, yeah. It looks pretty good. I don't have any flint and steel, but I do have some gravel. There we go. Piece of flint and some iron. Now we got some flint and steel. Let's also grab a little bit more cobblestone before we go into the Nether. You never know when you're going to need a bridge in the Nether. And I think we should also deactivate that portal up there, just so that hopefully we don't relink it somehow once we activate this one. I've got my gold helmet on. I've got some diamond leggings with protection 4. I got that from the ancient city. And I've even got some iron boots. Let's throw the shield on. I've got a bundle just in case. Some extra blocks and stuff. But I think it's time we venture deeper into the Nether. So yeah, we've been in here like one other time. Grabbed some glowstone and some soul sand. I believe there is a bastion right over here somewhere. Yeah, right over there, a bastion. But that's not really what we're here for. So our main objective here is to locate a fortress and get our hands on some blaze rods. And I do want to point out as well, I am in the 1.21.7 update now. So we actually went from 1.21.5 to 1.21.7, just completely skipped 0.6. So we'll keep an eye out for some soul sand valleys or whatever. So maybe we could get our hands on a happy ghast as well. So yeah, if it wasn't obvious, this video has taken a little bit of time to make, and I don't know, you might be able to tell in my voice, I'm kind of just getting over a bit of a sickness here. There's a fortress right there, and a soul sand valley here. Let's check this out first, see if there's any happy ghasts or dry ghasts. But yeah, I'm not even sure what I was sick with. All I know is that, oh my god. All I know is that it wasn't fun. And yeah, I'm starting to get a lot better. So hopefully we'll be able to finish this video. I feel like we need to get across. Okay, that's a normal guy. I don't think happy ghast can't spawn in the Nether, right? For some reason, that guy looks so small. What in the world? There's a whole party going on over there. Trying to get like a higher point of view, because maybe we'll be able to see like dry gas from up above here. But I don't know, our luck is not looking too good. At least our Soul Sand Valley keeps going. It's not like a terribly small valley, so I mean, hopefully we have a lot of chances. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought it would be sort of easier to find the happy ghast. I haven't like explored any of this in the Nether, so all of these chunks should be new. Oh, I see one. Okay. It's not a dud. I'm just gonna have to kind of like spiral staircase down this little basalt tower here. Ouch. Alright. There he is. Our little guy. Comes with me. We gotta make our way back and try to get back to that fortress. Hey, as a matter of fact, it's actually right there. You can see the pillars sticking out of there. Maybe we'll just try and traverse through here to get there. Well, it appears we've encountered an enemy along the way. I was trying to find the safer route, and a ghast just kind of spawned out of nowhere. I do want to try and get that music disc, but he keeps flying over the lava. I don't know if there's a way to sort of like lure him over here, or maybe now might be a good chance if he looks at me. There we go. Okay, and yeah, it worked. Sweet. Ears. Oh, it doesn't go in the bundle? Are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. There's a couple of blazes here. I do want to find a spawner. I'm pretty sure that's one right there, yeah, with the fences. Can we make it there? Now that is the question. Ow. Alright, first blaze rods, nice. Where'd this other guy go? Whoa, there he is. Alright, this might be a little tough right now. Ow. Okay, calm down. Maybe we'll let that guy kind of float up. Let's just try and box it in. Ugh. Alright, the key in these situations is to not panic and just constantly eat. I'm pretty sure we have a shield. Okay, maybe a little bit of panic. There is a wither skeleton here. Okay, locked him off. Ooh, okay. I think things are under control. We've got a little stopper here for the wither skeletons. They shouldn't be able to get to us. We are going to be getting shot at by some other blazes. That's okay. I think for now we can just kind of sit here and farm up a few more blaze rods. We've already got 7 while I was just throwing this together, so it's not too bad. Alright. 14 blaze rods. I think that should be enough. Maybe while we're here, I don't see why we shouldn't loot here. See if we can make our way down here without the skeletons chasing us. Alright. Yeah, I think they should have some chests down here. Yeah, there we go. Not really anything too good here. I'm not even gonna take that iron horse armor. Found some nether wart, so that's always good. Haven't really found many chests though. Ooh, diamond horse armor. Ouch. Man, I gotta get through some magma cubes in order to get this chest. There better be something good in here. Wow. Wait, did I already loot this chest? I might have already looted this one. I don't even remember. Oh, triple saddle.
Hey, Etat.
What the? Hello?
Over here.
What? Who's there? Where are you?
This way.
Huh? What? Hello? Is someone down here?
Help me.
Help? It's a dead end over here.
Please, save me.
What? I'm on my way, but listen, tell me where you are. I don't see you anywhere.
You're too late.
What? No, I can still save you.
It's all your fault.
What? No.
You could have saved me. You couldn't have. The blood's on your hands. It's not your fault.
What?
Yes, it
No,
is. Why
stop.
didn't you help? How could you let this happen? I thought we were friends.
I'm sorry.
You didn't even try. You should feel guilty. You left me to die.
Oh, please.
You're a
I'm sorry.
failure.
I
Good
didn't mean
for
to
nothing.
do
Murderer.
that.
So
Please.
shameful. You're disgusting. You're a monster.
No, leave me alone. No. Oh man, I'm never going back to the Nether again. You have no idea how happy I am to see the green grass and the blue sky and just hear that atmospheric wind. We did manage to get 16 blaze rods, which was like the main thing that we were going for. But I think I'm gonna head home, empty out my inventory because we got quite a bit of stuff here. And yeah, I just need a little bit of time to sort of recompose myself after our trip to the Nether. Upon returning home, I went up to my attic and spent the rest of the day emptying out my mess of an inventory. As night fell, I was finally able to get a good night's sleep in my own bed. On the next day, I dug a little hole and began to hydrate our dried ghast. And since we had some time to kill, I spent a little bit of time gathering some materials like mud and some azalea leaves. I then started to get prepared for the coming of our new friend, so I gathered some snowballs, killed a few cows for some leather, dyed a sheep brown and sheared it, and then went over to our crafting table where I crafted up a brown harness for our happy ghast. And then I just kind of sat around, enjoyed the environment until... Hey there, little guy. How you feeling, little dude? Hopefully you're not feeling too dry anymore. You looking good? Looking a little bit more happy now? Oh, this guy's so cute. Okay. Well, I got a little name tag for you, buddy. Your new name is Guster. I also got a couple of snowballs, so you might want to eat these, my friend. Oh man, he's hungry, huh? He went through 5 stacks of snowballs. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's all he needed. Now how am I gonna get him down? I don't have any more snowballs. Guster. Come here, buddy. I've got a saddle for you. There we go. Wait, no. Wait, this is our chance. There we go. Here we are with Guster, our new happy ghast. Very cool guy. Very cool glasses, my friend. And being able to fly is such a game changer. It feels so weird, like seeing our area from the skies. We can get a good idea of our new Nether portal here. It looks pretty cool. I have been thinking about building a few custom trees. I think our area here is kind of missing that. So I've gathered some packed mud, and it should pair pretty well with the acacia leaves as well as some spruce. I brought some spruce so that we can make a few fences and fence gates and stuff like that, just for some extra branches. But yeah, these colors should look pretty good for a custom tree. And now I don't really want to put any trees on the inside of our like ruined area. So I'm kind of thinking we can scatter some trees here, like on the outside. If we hop in free cam, you can kind of get a little bit of a better idea here. But just along the outside of this cliff here, just to sort of create a bit of a backdrop for our view whenever we're coming down the path. So that way we won't just have like an open area. I don't know. I think adding a few trees along the back line might help to make it feel a little bit more closed in. I don't think I'm gonna have any like real rhyme or reason for these trees or like the shape of the trees. It's gonna be pretty basic, pretty tall trees, and not a crazy amount of leaves, just enough to sort of get the idea that it is a tree. Oh no, that's not good. You know what, this might be a good time for our happy ghast, so that way we don't have to start scaffolding. We could probably build with our new friend Guster. Oops. Alright, pro tip, don't use shears on your happy ghast. Let's tie Guster up. I think we're just about done here with our custom trees. Let's see how it looks from our main path sort of sight line here. Yeah, I mean, I think it helps to sort of fill in our backdrop a little bit better. There's even like a slight little tiny tree just poking out from behind little ruins here. Just those little details like that kind of add a lot more to the environment. It definitely helps make the area feel a little bit more overgrown with trees in here. You know, it doesn't feel so empty. We could probably do with a few more, probably over by Guster and possibly along this path here. Eventually, I do want to connect our path all the way to like our main area, of course. So we'll probably have to transition it from this sort of stony cobblestone, mossy stone and stuff to our normal path block that we have here. But I'll probably figure that out maybe on another live stream or something like that. Seems like pretty good live stream content. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Start to get a little bit of a peek with the trees poking up from above the little sight line there. I'm really happy with that. I think it was a good little addition to add a few custom trees. But I think with that being said, I'm gonna hop on Guster here. If he comes down close enough, we can quickly hop on here, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, it means the world to me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what y'all think of the build. But yeah, I think that's about it. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.